Welcome to the RTS podcast. I'm Zion Smith. A long time ago, I used to think that there was a right time for everything. No matter if it was waiting for the right time to find a significant other, waiting for the right time to finally achieve your dream, waiting for the right time to start a podcast, waiting for the right time to go to college, or waiting for the right time to achieve a small goal that will end up being beneficial for the next 10 years. I used to think that everything came with a right time. Well, on April 30th, 2022, I no longer think that there is a right time for anything. And the reason why I have came to this realization is because there's no right time for anything. Why? Well, why would you wait 10, 15, 20 years to achieve a dream that you wanted to accomplish? Why? When you could just do it now. Why wait 6 months or a year or two to approach your significant other? To approach your future significant other, and then about 5 years or 10 years, you finally built up some courage to talk to your future significant other, and then he or she already has a husband or a wife. Why? There's never a right time for anything, and I used to think that a year ago. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but on January 31st, 2021, I made a podcast. Yes, I made an RTS podcast talking about there is a right time for everything. And now, on April 30th, 2022, I seriously regret my decision of making that particular RTS podcast. You see, I used to be that type of guy that always waited for the right time. And it's nothing wrong with waiting for something. Sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes it's not gonna come right away. You know, sometimes you gotta keep practicing until you master it. And then once you master that skill, it can all come natural for you. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with being patient, but why would you wait a month or two to approach a woman that you desire? Why? You could just do it right now and see where the result will get you to. It could end up being bad, which is a good thing, because all it takes is one. And the more you practice your approach and the more you practice your confidence, talking to anyone, you would get better. Versus if you don't get rejected, that's still great, because you built up the courage and you never knew what she was gonna say. And I used to always think that. I used to always think, well, maybe I should wait. You know, maybe this isn't the time right now. You know, because I'm not ready. Well, I know that it sent me no right time to do anything. You know, if you want to work on a hobby, like writing or reading books or making music or drawing or painting, it's so many things in this world that you can do. Why would you wait for the right time to do that particular skill? And then when you're in your 60s, you don't have enough time. It's like investing your money. Okay, I'm 20 years old, right? Okay. Suppose that I invested in I'm gonna just say a random company, Walmart. Okay. Suppose I invested in Walmart. I invested $5 into Walmart while I'm 20 years old. Okay. Now let's say I have an uncle who is 35 years old and he invested $5 into Walmart. Who would have more money? Let that sink in for a moment. If you guessed it, 20-year-old Zion will have more money. The answer is correct. Why? He would have more money because in those next 5 years, when Zion is 25 and Zion's uncle is 40, he would have more money because he started while he was young. And that money can build and build and build and build and build and grow over time. So yeah, it's sort of like investing. It's no right time, because you could start while you're young, and then when you get old, you will have all the money in the world. That's my knowledge, and that's my perspective of not waiting for the right time. I used to think that there was a right time for everything, but now it's not. And I'm glad that I no longer have that mentality. I'm Zion Smith, and this is the RTS podcast. Always and forever.